So today we did a foot sweep and we did some back control techniques. But in the rolls went pretty well. I rolled against a white belt who's much bigger than me. So he was in control most of the time, but he couldn't finish me at all. And yeah, he was like using his strength against me a lot. So I was able to like put myself in positions where he was like fighting against where he couldn't overwhelm me with strength, I guess. Like I couldn't do much against him, but he couldn't do much against me, so I was pretty happy with that. Also went against Barrett. She's a black belt. She was like super quick. Like she got me in a couple ankle locks where I was in the ankle lock before I realized like I was in trouble. Like so I was like passing her, and then she got like my foot in her armpit. So I've been in that position before, and usually I'm kind of like, I'm not sure what to do here, but it's sort of like a little bit of a stalemate for a few moments, and then things like work itself out or something. But so with her, it was like I'm in that position, then next thing I know, I'm on the ground and she has an ankle lock on me. It was like so fast. Yeah, it's just kind of, I think one thing that develops is that all the positions are kind of relative to each other. Like you could be in one position when you're both on the ground. You could be in the same position with one on the ground and one person in standing. Like your relative positions are the same. So if you are like aware of that, then you like I was familiar with the position when we're both on the ground, but I'm not that familiar with the position when she's on the ground and I'm standing up. So I mean, like obviously she is. So she can attack me when she's in that position, and I won't know to defend it or how to defend it because I haven't realized that I'm in danger. I haven't realized that like this is something I need to think about. Yeah, so that's pretty interesting. Like, just by knowing the relative positions better, you can see like much more is like open to you, I guess. And I guess this is also in the camera control. It's like if you don't instinctively know it, you might be like, oh, I'm in this, I have a camera control, but like if I do this, then I can hear. But if you are so familiar with it that it's like second nature, you can just start applying pressure from a position that you're not I don't know, maybe that you haven't like learned the technique of, but because you recognize it's like a parallel situation, you can start attacking them. So today we did some more dashi harai, then we did control from the back, just hand fighting kind of ideas, and then if they go to the underhook side or if they roll to the overhook side. So dashi harai. Oh wait, is there anything else? Shoot. Oh, if they... Oh, then like bow and arrow type. Yeah, so 3 after that. I'll figure it out. Okay. So dashi harai is when you sweep when their foot you sweep the unweighted foot. So today we did, if you mirror stance. So if their right foot is forward, then your left foot is forward. So if you take a step forward into them, they might take a step back, in which case their front foot will be unweighted. And then at that point, you just grab kind of whatever you can grab. So Jason showed it with like a shoulder grip and a wrist grip or a sleeve grip. And then you just sweep from outside in on the lead leg because it's unweighted. Second is if you have a grip on their lead side. So let's say their right foot is leading and you're mirroring them. So your left arm is in front. So now you grab their left lapel and you pull them toward you. One of their reactions might be to pull back, in which case their lead foot would be unweighted, and then you can sweep from the outside in again at that point in time. So it's kind of just identifying when their lead leg is unweighted, or creating a situation so that their lead leg will be unweighted, and then sweeping at that point. Okay, so for the back takes, first we did some like hand work. So we did this with Tiago a few weeks ago, but one arm is a choking arm and the other arm is a control arm. The control arm is an underhook from the back, and the choking arm is an overhook on the other side. Then if you're defending, the primary defense arm is the arm across from the choking arm, and then the secondary arm is on the same side. So you can with your control arm, you can always do like a wrist ride on your opponent. You can chase a wrist ride. Your control hand should always be covering your choking hand. So you should always be on top of it to protect it from being pulled away. So we just worked on that. That's the first thing we worked on is going for a choke with your choking hand, just getting like a deep lapel grip, and then you just sort of swim under whatever protection they have to grab the deep lapel grip. Then when they reach up to like protect that, then you get the wrist ride with the control hand, pull it down. And then if they free that one again and then cover up your choking hand, you can kind of bring your control hand up inside, form a shell around your attacking hand, and then get the wrist ride again. So that was kind of like the first sort of detail. So then we did what if you fall over onto the control arm side. So this is what defensively is like sort of optimal, is when you're defending this, you want to fall onto the control arm side and then get your shoulders on the ground. So here Jason said you sort of want to anticipate him going over there, so you want to move your chest over. So originally you're kind of like, your head is behind their head. So in this case, so suppose your control arm is the left side. So you want to move, you want to shift to the left so that his head is in your chest when he goes to that side. So his head doesn't reach the ground. Then you want to get your right foot on his hip to kind of stretch him out or pin him down, so he can't get his left leg out of the left hook. Then you can, at that point you can get the lapel grip, like a deep lapel grip. You can pull them back on top of you, and then start attacking from there. Then, okay, so then if he falls to the choking hand side, then, so to your right side in this case, then you want to get the lapel grip. You want to come up to your elbow, so your weight is on top. I think this is actually like a core concept, is keeping your weight on top. So if he's falling to the ground, you either want to, first you want to keep him from getting to the ground. You don't want to get him to get his shoulders to the ground, but if he's going to get his shoulders to the ground, then you want to get on top. You want to have your weight. You never want to be like side to side with him. So in this case, you get up on your elbow, then you bring your lower hook underneath, like from, so when he falls down, you're still like chest to back, but now he's lying on your leg. Okay? So you want to get on your elbow, and then because you're on your elbow, it creates a little space underneath him, and then you withdraw your right leg from that position. Then you can get your left hook, or get a better left hook in, and then you can pull him back into back control from there. Third one is if he falls to the control arm side again. So similar to the first scenario, you get your head over, your chest over, then there's some different variations. This is all, so this situation is how to get a hook on the arm, so like a bow and arrow style control. So there are three different ways. I don't exactly remember all of them, but they were basically all getting control with his right hand. So one of them was like, if his right hand is trying to grip your control hand, or actually I think the first one is grip your choking hand, you kind of swim under, or okay, I think it was he grips your control hand, your choking hand, so then you use that, so he's holding on to you, so you extend your choking hand and he's still holding onto your hand, so it separates his arm from your body, and then you can slip your foot into that gap and get control of his arm. The second one was when he does that, you grab it with your control hand and then you feed that hand to your choke hand, and then you push it away and create the gap, and you put your foot through. And then I forgot the third way, but all of them were I think the third one was just getting control of his hand with your control hand directly or something like that, but all of them were getting control of his right hand in some way and creating a gap so that your foot could go through it. Yeah, so then one detail I did not know that Jason pointed out was when you do get that hook around the arm, I thought you just like, stick it in, but you actually want to get it very deep and then circle your leg in, so your shoelaces on that foot are like against his back, because if you don't do that, he can swim his arm out and get free. So that was the last one. Yeah.